Ever spend weeks perfecting a track only to have labels totally ignore it? I spent years pouring countless hours into my music just to get ghosted. But once I streamlined my workflow, labels like Purified and Sakura actually started reaching out to me, asking me for music. So in this video, I'm going to share 5 workflow secrets the pros use so you can finally get signed to your favorite labels. If you want help applying these secrets, I've got something really special for you at the end. One of the biggest reasons producers never get signed, well, they never finish enough tracks. And that's probably why you keep starting but never finishing tracks. So let's fix that right now. For the first few years of my production journey, I'd spend weeks or even months working on the same project. Stay up super late, hours tweaking the mix over and over just to come back the next evening to find it sounded worse. Constantly chasing perfection and just getting more frustrated. And those tracks never saw the light of day. I became so over-attached to it and couldn't let it go. Now, would this song be a signer? Almost certainly not, because good labels will only sign stuff that's truly amazing and stands above the rest of the demos they receive. So here's the fix. Stop obsessing over one perfect track and just finish more tracks fast. You get good and, by extension, signable through volume. You'll learn way more from 10 finished tracks than one you keep reworking. Volume is how you improve and stand out to labels. So give yourself a deadline, a week maximum. Done. Move on and repeat. You might be thinking, how on earth could I finish a track a week if it's currently taking me months? Next, I'm going to show you how to practically speed up that process massively. When you start a new track, it's super tempting to want to get the mix and sounds perfect right away. I remember spending literal hours trying to meld my kick and bass together in an airtight fashion like they were meant to be used on the space shuttle or something, just to look up and see it's 3 a.m. and I only have the kick and bass. That's it. And whilst less is more, that's a whole level of minimalism that's not acceptable by labels. Look, of course, it needs to sound good, but endless tweaking will never get your track finished or signed. What's the better way of doing things? The second secret is to get to the core idea, the main loop or motif, and then build out the structure, in other words, how your track is laid out from start to finish, as quickly as possible. Focus on the main idea, the emotion, and the storytelling that will grab people. Keep moving forward. Get your ideas down rough, tidy up a little if you need, but don't worry about the final polish just yet. You can fix the technical stuff at the end. For now, spend 5 to 10 minutes per sound, and keep moving. Remember, progress over perfection. Okay, here's another classic trap. Obsessing over one section, getting it sounding incredible, and then just hitting a wall halfway through. Back in the day, I'd spend ages perfecting a 30 to 60 second drop, the build into it, crazy drop, then just to hit this wall and have no idea how to actually finish the rest or where to go. Most producers start with the intro as well, and because of that, they get stuck. But what if we flipped the script? What if you knew the destination before you even began? This is where the next secret comes in. Start at the climax. Build the busiest, most intense moment of your track first. That's the destination. Now, work backwards, strip things, and simplify, and shape the journey up to that peak moment. And if some sections towards the start of the track feel too empty, add in some additional sounds to fill out the space where needed. Now, not only will this skyrocket your ability to finish tracks, but you'll also create much more captivating arrangements, the kind that labels are actively searching for. Stick around to the end if you want a tool to make this way easier. And next, let me show you why putting just a little bit more thought at the beginning will save you hours of frustration later, and I'll prove it with a real project example. Think of producing like cooking. If you start with rotten ingredients, not even Gordon Ramsay could save the dish, but if you pick fresh, high-quality ingredients, your meal will taste great, even if you're not a Michelin star chef yet. It took me years to figure this out. I'd wonder why my bass sounded thin, my drums had no punch, and everything just felt messy. And no amount of processing could fix it. So how do we fix this once and for all? Here's the secret. Spend more time choosing your sounds, thinking where they sit, high and low, what register they're in, and how they fit together right from the start. Take a couple extra minutes to find a kick drum that's actually punchy and tight. That's way better than spending hours later trying to fix a weak kick with endless plugins and trying to force a square peg into a round hole. Check out this example right here proving this point. Just to demonstrate the difference between a good kick and a shitty kick. This is with a shit kick. There's no punch or slap. Now with the good kick, you'll see a huge improvement just by choosing the right kick. Once you've finished a bunch of tracks, you already have mixed sounds that you can use again and again and again. So work smart and not hard. And also, don't pile everything into the same space. This is very common in melodic techno. So if two sounds are fighting, move one of them up or down an octave and suddenly your track opens up. Check it out right here. I'm going to play this track for you right now, which has this exact problem that we're going to fix. There is too much in the same frequency range fighting for space. We have this lead sound, which is in this low register, this sound here. It's also fighting for the same space as this pluck motif. And this ARP as well. So what's the solution? It is honestly really easy. Just pitch it up an octave, or some of the parts up or down an octave. Now let's take a listen to those same parts. So much more space, right? Now the context of the track. So a quick hack here is to solo your main sounds together, then mute one at a time. If muting something suddenly makes the rest punchier or clearer, that sound was clogging up the range. Shift its pitch, swap it, or cut the clutter entirely. That's how you get clarity. So remember, decisions at the start will make your life so much easier later on. It's the difference between finishing tracks that get signed or just another half-finished idea gathering dust on your hard drive. And now this final secret, the one that took my music from stuck in a loop to getting signed to Purified and Sakura. This is the real secret sauce. For years, I was wandering in the dark with my tracks, just me, myself, and endless tweaking, hoping that things would magically get better. It's like hunting for buried treasure with no map, no spade, and definitely no compass. Everything changed when I asked for real feedback from someone better than me who actually knew what they were talking about. My friend Paradox didn't just say, "Yeah, sounds cool, bro," like everybody else did. He told me exactly what wasn't working, how to fix it, and what I should focus on. It was a total game changer. After that, I actively started trading feedback, making connections with other producers that could help, swapping tracks on Instagram, and messaging label artists directly. That's how you actually get pro-level advice, not just "sounds cool, bro." So here's the last secret, and most important. Get an outside perspective from a coach, a mentor, or a producer who's already achieved what you want, because they'll spot things that you can't, give you a clear direction, and help you churn out label-ready tracks like it's just another day at the office. That's why expert feedback is a core component of our program, because it gets results fast. But we've taken it a step further, and we've got something very special for you right now. We've built an AI coach trained on the brains of me and Tim, our Academy's other head coach. It's available 24/7 to help you with production, mixing, and anything music related for that matter. Let's just say you're stuck on a track's breakdown. Just ask the AI coach for help. Boom, instant feedback, instant guidance. We made this for our main program clients because as much as we love helping, we're only human, we do sleep. Sometimes we're not in the studio and actually have a life outside of music. Shocking, I know. But the AI coach, it never sleeps, and it's here for you, even on Christmas Day, 4 in the morning, whenever. And the best part, you can use it for free, even if you're not in our program. The link is in the description. But of course, nothing beats direct mentoring, but this is the next best thing, so give it a try. All right, So now you've got real strategies to finally finish tracks. You still need a punchy low end and a professional sounding mix if you want labels to actually care. So go watch this next video. It will show you exactly how to nail it. See you there.